Hi. Say hi. Hi. Hey guys, it's Savannah and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is some fun Dollar Tree DIYs, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so to start off with this first DIY, you're gonna need one of these little crate boxes from the Dollar Tree. This is the one without the holes. For this DIY, you could probably use the one with the holes. Just for this particular, I just chose this one. I don't know, I pulled it out of my stash. And you're gonna start by giving it, a fairly good coat of the Ivory Waverly chalk paint. And then we are gonna take another one of these little, I don't know what they'd be called, round wood pieces from Hobby Lobby. You can get them from Michael's. They're fairly cheap, and we're gonna paint that as well. So if you saw my last video, you saw that I used a spindle from the stairs. These were given to me from Megan, by Megan from the Crafty Quinn, and I was so excited to use these. And this was actually a leftover piece from that, and I don't know, I'm obsessed with using these right now. I don't know why. I feel like they're just such a cute little piece to stick in your house, stick on your front porch, I don't know. So I started by just taking my sander and sanding off a lot of that paint. I want it to look like a very old spindle. Then we're gonna go in with our chip brush and our antique Waverly wax, and we are gonna distress the side of this crate. I'm just focusing, kind of just feathering out on the edges. This brush is really awesome. Any chippy brush is really good to distress with. So I'm just, focusing on the edges, and then I'll move to the middle where those lines are. I want to make those a little bit more defined, and I just repeat this step all the way around the box. Then I also want to give a shout out to Missy from the Crafty Cove. She found these signs for me at Dollar Tree. I was not able to find them anywhere. So when she found them, she picked me up a few, and I'm so grateful. I was super excited to use it. So I am just taking this and I'm just distressing all the way around the edges of this, trying to just make it look a little bit more worn, if you will. Now, you'll see in a minute, I actually redo this because I was going to screw this into the spindle, and we're not going to go into too much detail about what happened to that because let's just say it just did not work out. So I will go back and explain that in a second. So then I'm just sanding over my box, just trying to blend in everywhere that I distressed. You can see, look how I got a little dark there. And then once you sand over it, it kind of just all blends it in, and it looks so nice. Now I'm taking one of these little metal pieces. This came from a Dollar Tree picture frame. If you saw my little apothecary cabinet, this is what it came off of. Now, at first, I think I screwed it in upside down, so I had to unscrew it and then put it back in. But I thought this was really cute, and it added a really cute extra just detail to this box. Now, all I did off camera, because I don't know. I need pressure. I got to apply it to something. But all I did off camera was screw in one of those little round pieces on the bottom of the spindle. And then I hot glued one of those little, I don't know, knobs from Hobby Lobby. They're like $2, and then everything's 50% off there on the top, just to kind of make it, kind of all blend in together and look like it was store-bought. Now, this is where I went back and I was distressing another one of these signs because the screw got stuck in the other one. There was a hole in it. The screw got stuck in the spindle. I stripped the screw, couldn't get the screw out, so I improvised. So I thought it would be cute to maybe just hang the sign and kind of just let it dangle. So that's where we went with it. And I really think it turned out pretty cute. I also tried to screw that box in there as well. Also stripped another screw. These spindles, I don't know if it was because it was the top part and it was more thin, and the screws did not want to go in. So I ended up just hot gluing this box to the spindle. And then this part is a little wonky, but all I'm doing is just brushing, dry brushing over that little knob piece at the top and then distressing it to make it all blend in. And then I take some antique Waverly wax and kind of go over that screw that got stuck there just to kind of make it look almost like a rusted screw, and it doesn't pop out so much. And I really thought that added just a little bit more detail, and it made it look like this came this way. Then I knew I wanted to add a bow to this, and I needed the sign to hang just a tad bit shorter. So I took some ribbon. Most of it is either Hobby Lobby, Dollar Tree, or Walmart, and some raffia. And I kind of just left the jute that I used to cinch the bow. I didn't cut the strings, and I took the excess strings and kind of tied it at the top of this sign just to shorten the sign up a little bit and just add a little bit of detail to the sign as well. And then you can see I added this, I don't know, brown button in the middle of it, or wood button, I don't know, brown wood, whatever. In the middle, if you're new here, I love buttons, and I found these really cute wood buttons at Walmart, and it comes with so many. So I added that to the top, split the raffia to make it look a little bit more full, and then I am adding some Dollar Tree Spanish moss into the crate just to add a little bit more color and dimension and give me something to stick my greenery down in, and that is it. Today's video is a collaboration with Elena from ElenaJenkinsDIY. You guys, she is newer to YouTube. She is so funny. I love her DIYs. So quick story, Elena reached out to me. She was like, I know this is a long shot, like I'm some huge celebrity, but I would love to collaborate with you. And my answer was absolutely not. Just kidding. It was absolutely yes. I was so excited to team up with her. She does a lot of Dollar Tree DIYs. She does a lot of just really cool DIYs in general. So be sure to check her channel out. In my description box, there is going to be a link to her channel. So when you're done watching my video, of course, go over there, check her out, show her some love. And if you're coming over from her channel, welcome. I'm Savannah, and I'm so happy to have you here. Moving on to our next DIY, this one is pretty simple, but I actually love how it turns out. So you're gonna need one of these Dollar Tree laundry signs. They look like an ironing board or a surfboard, whatever you will. I also thought it maybe could be like an oar, you know, like a paddling oar. I don't know. That's just what my mind sees when I see some things like that. But I actually didn't do anything with that. So I just started by removing everything, taking my heat gun, removing the sticker and the clips on the front. And then we're gonna go in with some white Waverly chalk paint and give the back of this sign, which is now the front, a good coat. But again, I still like some of that wood showing through. Oh my gosh, you guys, I finally found these boxes. I was so excited to find them. I bought like 2 sets, and at first I was gonna take that same color and kind of just dry brush on the front of them, but I really didn't like it. So I just took my finger sander, and I get these from Walmart. They're back in the paint section where you buy your sanders. It's called Gator Sander. And I'm just sanding down the edges, and it really did kind of take some of that face off and pull some of that darker wood through on the sides where it looks like they're worn. These would also just be cute as is. Like, I think these are absolutely adorable. That's why I didn't want to do too much to them. But then once I sanded them, I started to lay them out on this little board. So we're kind of gonna make, I don't know, a tray, a shelf. I don't know, you could hang this up, whatever you wanted to do. I think it would also be cute to add maybe like a wood dowel in the middle of them. I don't know, I think that would be really cute too. So we're gonna start by hot gluing our big one on the bottom, making it flush with the bottom of this ironing board, or back now. Then once I had them all glued in the place that I wanted them, I'm going back in with my chip brush, and I kind of just wanted to add a little bit more dimension to these little drawers. I don't know, that's what I think they are, like drawers, I don't know. Do I say that weird? Drawers? How do y'all say drawers? Drawer? I mean, you can't tell me. But anyways, so I'm just stressing it. And this is where you could see, I think it would be really cute to put like a wooden dowel in the middle, or I don't know. I just think that would be cute. I don't know why I didn't do it. I should have done it. So again, I'm just going in and just stressing on the sides of this. Jeez Louise, but you know what I mean. I just focus on the sides. I don't really go too much on the face because, again, I think these are absolutely beautiful how they are. I just wanted to add a little bit more of an antique look to them. And that is it. I think this would be really cute in your kitchen. You could use it as a spice rack. You could honestly put it anywhere in your house, and I wanted to show you guys how I would style it. Also, peep the little hand right there. So cute. If you are new to my channel, I always like to take a couple seconds and introduce myself. I'm Savannah and I love doing high-end Dollar Tree DIYs, or honestly anything DIY on a budget, because your girl is always trying to save a buck. Also, liking, sharing, and commenting on all of my videos really does help my channel out. And if you want to follow me over on Instagram at SavvyCraftsWithSavannah, that's where I feel like I can be a little bit more personal with you guys. And, you know, if you don't have an Instagram, you can always email me. But if you like what you see, I hope that you stick around, hit that subscribe button, and let's get back into this video. All right, moving on, I am taking one of these Dollar Tree wood trucks. I've actually had these in my stash for a while, so I thought this would be really cute to use for spring or summer. No, summer's not till June. So spring or summer, I think it would be really cute. So I'm just taking some spackle from Walmart and I'm using my Cricut spatula. I do not recommend, I just clean it off when you're done. I use anything around me that I can use at the time. So, and this does not come off your nails if you have your nails done. So that's why I always try to use something. I used to use my fingers, or I do use my fingers when my nails aren't done. So then at first I was going to go in with some white Waverly chalk paint. And then I remembered that I bought this milk paint from Tuesday Morning, and I really, really wanted to try it out. So I eventually do go over this with a different color. So this is what I was talking about. It's by Folk Art, so I'm sure you can get it somewhere else. It was only $3.99, and I saw my girl Shayna from Robinson Repurposing use milk paint before. I felt like hers turned out a little bit better. I didn't feel like this really chipped or did anything different. It was almost like a water-based paint. So I don't know. I really wanted to try it. I do think this truck still turned out super cute. It's almost like a blush pink. So I just started it taking my brush and just brushing over that. And it didn't really show the places that I didn't cover. Like the top of that, truck, you couldn't tell. It all just blended in together when I was done. All right, y'all, don't judge me, okay? I used a Clorox wipe because I didn't have any baby wipes around me, and I have Clorox wipes in my craft room because that's how I clean my silicone mat and stuff. So I was like, let's try it. 10/10, don't recommend. Because I just feel like the Clorox wipe kind of, I don't know, fabrics up, or it ended up being fine, but I would definitely use a baby wipe if you're going to stain something. So I just started going around the tires, and I was trying not to get in the middle, but eventually I was like, you know what, I'm going to put something there. So I just covered the whole tire with the black ink Waverly chalk paint and it just, made it as good as I wanted. And then I did sand that a little bit down. Then I took some antique Waverly wax, and on the back of this truck where it should have been wood, I did also stain that as well. And I feel like it, it starts coming together here and looking really, really cute. Then we're going to go in with our chip brush and some antique Waverly wax, as always, and just distress this truck and make it look like an old vintage truck that doesn't cost that much for tags. Just kidding. We just had to renew our tags. So anyways, I'm just going on the sides, on the edges, and then kind of in the middle where anything would normally rust in real life is where I tried to focus on, like the hubcaps, the door handle, stuff like that. And I really think it pulls this truck together. Then we're going to take another one of these little wood rounds from Hobby Lobby. They are super inexpensive, and they come in like a pack of 3 or 4. And we are going to give this a good coat of the white Waverly chalk paint. Now, you guessed it, we're going to use another spindle. I love these. I feel like you can find these thrift stores, and they're super inexpensive at Lowe's too. You don't have to get an expensive one. And I just really wanted to use this again. I think they add such a cute decor piece. And then we are going to take some buttons. Now, I found these wood buttons at Walmart. I know I used them at the beginning of the video. They are in the sewing section, these wood buttons. Did I call them brown? Wood buttons. And I think they're so cute. And I wanted to add these on the hubcaps of the truck. And I don't know, I just love buttons. I think they're so cute. They're whimsical. And these buttons are more of like a rustic kind of, farmhouse vibe. That's totally why I picked them up. So definitely be on the lookout for those if you like buttons and farmhouse. Next, we're gonna distress this little wood piece, just focusing on the edges and really just feathering out, pulling out, the dimension of this and adding, some more dimension. I just said that. So then I am taking this pick from Walmart. It was 97 cents. I think it's so cute. They almost look like weeds, if you will. And I just pulled off a couple of the strands and I'm going to lay them out. I just start by like hot gluing them on the back. No rhyme or reason, just until I feel like it is full and the truck looks like it has a ton of flowers in it. I do go up, down, so they're not all just one, size. I did want it to look, a little different. And then once I had them all glued down, I'm just taking a popsicle stick and hot glue and I'm just reinforcing that on the back just to make sure that they're not going to go anywhere. Then all I did off camera was just take a screw and screw it into the bottom of the wood piece and into the spindle. And then I took a smaller screw and screwed the truck into the spindle. I didn't have any issues with this. Thank the Lord. And it all went pretty well. So then we are going to just start pulling everything together and we're going to start distressing this spindle because I want it to look like everything else and it all matches. So I'm just going on the edges, just feathering out and making it all blend in. Now, you can't really see this part, but I'm taking another one of these knobs that I used in the first DIY. You can see it up there. At the beginning, or like before, not the beginning, you could see the top of the spindle kind of through the truck. So I wanted to make this whole thing look like it was made this way. So I did want to add something to the top. And then I'm just going to make a bow. So I took some ribbon again from Walmart and Hobby Lobby, and I laid them all, on top of each other. You can see it right there. And then I'm taking some raffia and I just take one or two pieces, and I kind of just wrap it around until I get a bow look. Then I will take a piece of jute and place it in the middle, flip it over, and then cinch my bow, fix the ribbon, get it how I want it. Sometimes I will like crisscross smaller pieces of ribbon, but I just liked it like this. And then I tied this bow to the middle of the spindle just to give it, I don't know, something else. And I think this turned out so cute. It would be adorable on your front porch or honestly anywhere in your house. AJ's turn. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you made it all the way to the end, leave a sports emoji. Don't forget to check out Elena in my description box. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.